In the history of martial arts and action cinema, there exists a place often called a factory of stars. But the reality inside this factory was nothing short of a nightmare. The China Drama Academy, also known as the Peking Opera School, was a training ground in Hong Kong where legends like Jackie Chan and Sammo Hung were shaped. Training here did not just mean learning acting. It meant turning your bones into iron and pushing the limits of human endurance. This was not just a school, it was a furnace, where one had to pass through fire to become pure gold. The academy was run by Yu Jim-yuen, a strict and highly disciplined master. He believed that true art could only be refined through physical hardship and harsh punishment. Parents left their children there under a legal agreement, clearly stating that the master would not be responsible for any injuries or even death during training. In his eyes, students were not just learners. They were artists who had to achieve perfection at any cost. His strictness was the reason why Hong Kong's film industry produced some of the world's finest stuntmen and actors. Training at the academy began at 5 in the morning and continued until late at night. Students were forced to hold difficult positions for hours. Even the slightest movement or mistake could result in punishment with bamboo sticks. They were trained in acrobatics, martial arts, singing, and dance with such intensity that many students would fall asleep in tears. To develop flexibility, children's legs were stretched forcefully so they could perform seemingly impossible stunts. This training was so comprehensive that a graduate from this school could not only fight, but also captivate audiences with powerful stage performances. Jackie Chan entered the academy at the age of 7, where he was given the name Yuen Lo. His life there revolved around cleaning floors, cooking meals, and enduring endless martial arts practice. It was here that he built the foundation of his physical flexibility and comedic acting. Jackie often recalls how terrified he was of Master Yu. The mere sound of his footsteps would silence every student. Yet it was this fear and discipline that later enabled Jackie to perform death-defying stunts without hesitation. The secret behind his success lies in this brutal training, which freed him from the fear of death. The academy did not produce only Jackie Chan. It gave rise to a group known as the Seven Little Fortunes, a team that eventually gained fame even in Hollywood. Among them was Sammo Hung, who acted as an elder brother figure to Jackie and later became a master of action direction. Another member, Yuen Biao, became famous for his incredible agility and starred in numerous hit films. These stars formed a brotherhood within the academy that still exists today. Together, they introduced the unique Hong Kong action style to the world. Many stars from this school went on to conquer Hollywood. Jackie Chan achieved global fame through films like Rumble in the Bronx and Rush Hour. Sammo Hung appeared in American television series like Martial Law. Another major figure, Yuen Wu-ping, who grew up in the same environment, went on to choreograph action for Hollywood films such as The Matrix and Kill Bill. What made these artists special was that their skills often surpassed those of typical Hollywood stuntmen, because their foundation was built in one of the toughest training systems in the world. This academy quietly became a major force behind the success of modern action cinema. One of the harsh realities of the academy was that students were given very little food but expected to do an enormous amount of work. Many trained while hungry, which built in them an extraordinary level of patience and endurance. Jackie Chan has often said that even a single meal felt like a blessing. This hunger pushed them to work harder. This aspect of their training shows how deprivation fueled their desire for success. In today's world, such harsh training is almost unimaginable, yet it was this very system that produced some of the greatest performers in history. Acting training at the academy was not limited to delivering dialogue. Great emphasis was placed on facial expressions and the language of the eyes. In Peking Opera, performers wore heavy makeup, so they had to convey emotions through body movement and eye expressions. The comedy and timing seen in Jackie Chan's films are rooted in this stage training. The acrobatic skills he learned there gave him his unique fighting style, where he uses everyday objects like chairs or ladders as weapons. In the early 1970s, as the popularity of opera declined, Master Yu was forced to shut down the academy. However, his students moved into the film industry. Jackie Chan and his peers began working as extras and stuntmen, often appearing alongside stars like Bruce Lee. Their training had already prepared them for dangerous tasks, making them a top choice for directors. This transition marked a turning point in the Academy's history, transforming traditional performance art into modern cinema and elevating Hong Kong action films to new heights. In the end, the story of the Peking Opera School teaches us that great success always comes from a difficult journey. Master Yu's small academy may no longer exist, but the stars it produced continue to shine across the world of cinema. Names like Jackie Chan, Sammo Hung, and Yuen Biao prove that there is no substitute for discipline and relentless hard work. This story is a tribute to all those unknown students and that strict master who wrote the history of action cinema with their blood and sweat. And today, when we see Jackie Chan smiling on screen, we should remember that behind that smile lies the echo of that school and the memory of bamboo sticks.